To determine India 2025. In this episode, we are going to discuss about one nation, one system. Just we have discussed about determine India 2025. 9 areas we have picked. Out of 9 areas, our first area is one nation, one system. One nation, one system. Already India is following in multiple fields. Like defense is there. Previous episode we have discussed about the Indian flag, like one nation, one flag system. Similarly, we are following one nation, one defense system. And this defense has developed at a national level during British time. Before British time, Muslim rulers ruling to the India, but all over the India, one rule was not there. Small state was there, and they used to maintain their own army and own defense system. Once East India Company is fully established and almost captured all over India, they developed a sense of unified India, and 1905 they first passed the Bill of Defence of India Act in British Parliament, and based on that, Indian defence system constituted 3 wings has constituted: Royal Indian Air Force, Royal Army and Royal Navy. And afterwards, once India got independence, we added one more like a Coast Guard. Now, after independence, all these 4 wings, chief in commander is president, and president can delegate his power of execution to the cabinet minister and PM. Based on this channel, this execution of defense is very good, and we are capable to keep our border very safe. If we will compare with the Indian police system, which are responsible for our internal securities, and Indian defense, who are responsible for external aggressions, then we will find very remarkable differences. Indian defense systems are performing very well. Their instructions are very clear. Their channel of communications are very defined. But Indian police systems, internal security system is not working properly. Although IPS are selected from millions of students, and they filtered out few of the best students all over the India, but still that system is not, internal security is not very good, and it is not working at par, because Indian police system is controlled at regional level or a state level, and the state is having their own interest, own political system and own political problem with center, and so many issues will be there. Due to Indian police system, although it is well established, but performance wise not at par or not comparable to Indian defense system. Due to our one of the proposal is there, if we are implementing one nation, one system, then one of the system is there where we need the unification, that is Indian police system. One nation, one police system. Indian defense further has improved drastically after independence, and 1962 we passed Defense of India Act with so many amendments, and because India-China war happened, then it was one of the alarming situations for Indian politicians and Indian political system. Not only political system, as a nation it was alarming, because we lost gravely and we lost all of the front where we fighted with China. And afterwards, we started to rethink our defense planning, not only in terms of developing the border security forces, and not only developing more recruitment of more number of army personnel, but we started to think to give the background support. Background support means like defense production, defense research, and afterwards space technology. And after 62 war only, you can say India lost the war, but Indian system has improved drastically, not only in defense. Many of the area it has given like an eye opening. And after 62, Indian defense production has taken a new era, and now if you will feel 7 of the PSUs, central PSUs are working for defense production. And afterwards, DRDO has well established for defense research, and separately one department of space has developed under PMO under which ISROs are working, and is success of ISRO, every Indian knows. They're continuously just achieving milestones of the success in field of space. All these happen because it was one nation, one defense system. Afterwards, further, we can increase this area of the administration to further new levels or new fields. We are proposing, as per constitutions, we have like under Article 243, we have 7th schedule, and 7th schedule we have three kind of list. First list is your union list, which are having 97 subjects, where center or where union can legislate the rule or legislate the law. Now it has reached to 100. Few more areas are included. Second is our state list, that also having 62 entries, and next is our concurrent list, that is also having 52 entries. Now, from a state list to moving any of the subject to center list, Indian Parliament has to amend so many articles, and it has to take some references or some special situations. Under Article 246 and 249, Parliament is having power to change the subject matter from a state to central level. Either, or if it is emergency situations, that time also center is having power to shift any of the subject from state list to central list. These all are the very complicated legal issues, and these all are very complicated legal process. We cannot just move any of the things here, there, and we cannot allocate the power from here to there, and we cannot sharing the power, whatever very balanced way it is shared between union and a state, we cannot disturb immediately. But in progressive way, we can include few of the areas which are need of the time become as a one nation, one system. Out of that, I will just try to focus few of the area which must be included as a one nation, one system. That is going to give a lot of boost to our economy, social structure, administration, identity, civil law, internal securities, and everything. And India is struggling in last 30-40 years, not with respect to our external aggression. We are struggling based on our social problems. And social engineerings are working at different level in different states or different areas of the nation. But still social problem, we are struggling. We are not finding very promising solution or very good solution which can be implemented throughout India, and it can secure the nation as from internal threat. Now, India is facing more issues on internal threat compared to external aggression. Then first thing we have to improve, because everything is related to politics, because India is following a democratic system and India is following a parliamentary system of democracy. In parliamentary system of democracy, every area, or we can say member of parliament or member of legislative assembly, is so-called MP and MLA, is directly elected by the people of India, who is having the voting rights. People of India means who is having the voting rights, who has crossed the 18 years, they will get the voting rights. And every year India is one of the young nation, or we can say one of the youngest nation on this earth as of now, because all developed economy, they control their birth rate and death rate both. Death rate they controlled, they reduced the death rate, and birth rate also they reduced. Then what happened? Their population, cyclicity of population has increased, but new infringement of the blood has stopped, or we can say reduced. Due to most of the European nation or Japan or China is going to become old. Their mean age has crossed 35 or 40 or beyond 40. You will go to many of the European nations, their mean average age of the citizen of the country or people of that country has crossed 40-45 years. Now, once average age has crossed 40-45 years, who will work? Working age is out. Working age is mainly from 20 to 35. This is the peak working age. That time you can extract the work like anything. In that perspective, India is one of the young nation. And here it is, we are following direct election for the MP and MLA. Then based on the system of the politics, India is one of the largest democracy. It is not easy to conduct election here. Here conducting election is one of the very laborious tasks, because many of the issues will be there. Few areas are, you can say, very tribal area. Few areas are like where terrorist attack may happen. Many of the challenges are there. Many of the areas where infrastructure is not there. Even election commission people are not able to reach properly. In last election 2024, big difficulty. Almost every part of Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, election was conducted in good way and very fair way. Before that, it was not able to conduct the election in very fair way. All the islands of the Andaman and Nicobar, where you can say appreciable number of population is already there. Then we can say election system is one of the very robust system in India, and that we need to take care. In 2019 only, we spent 60,000 crore rupees to conduct the election. It is not all the rupees what I am telling which leaders are giving to public, or through back door it is spent, or through rallies, or through all election campaign it has spent. It is the official figure which has spent by ECI, Election Commission of India. Means only fair conduction of election, it costs 60,000 crore. If you will just compare, as of now, 2024-25, fresh data is not there. 24 election or 25 a state election already happened. 24 after parliamentary election, 2 more election happened. 25 we are in February. Still one election, Delhi election already completed. Another election already. Next year Bengal election. Next to next UP election. It is every time election. And all leaders will be so busy with the election, and they will spend too much money. Then they are not getting sufficient time to fulfill their promises, whatever they put with the public. They will only in the mode of fighting the election, winning and losing and just creating all the nonsense. We have to come out from that. Then one nation, one election. I will discuss in detail next episode about one nation and one election with the all inside data, and what are the benefits if we are adopting one nation, one election, and what can be the challenges also. Like if we are conducting the election at 3 levels. India is following 3 levels of administration. We already know. If you are not, just a revision. Like one is our parliament level, one is our legislative assembly level, another is our like panchayat level. Then all 3 levels of elections are happening different time. And you will not believe, after independence, after 1947, as per ECI data, I am not telling any data here there. As per ECI data, more than 400 election is conducted by Election Commission of India in last 70-75 years. Just rough calculation you do. If 400 elections in 70-75 years, then on the average, every year 5 to 6 elections. 5 elections every year means after every 2 months, somewhere, some part of India is facing the election, and election are conducting there. Once election will start, then model code of conduct will be applicable. So many issues will happen. Many of the developmental program will be a standstill and it will not move further. Many of the things will be there during elections. It will be disturbed. Many of the human resource we have to mobilize to conduct the election. And in that, main culprit in between will happen all teachers, all teaching staffs. First, Election Commission will target to teaching staff. Target means they will cooperate. Then teaching staffs, a school, college will be fully disturbed during election, because most of the teachers were busy in election conducting. And that is one kind of disturbance. Another kind of disturbance is their people will come in different mode and leaders will start to exploit their sentiment. Then one nation, one election is our first proposal. Second is one nation, one education system. This is again deeply rooted. We have to change. We are just keep on following British education system very blind way. We are running blindfolded, blind eye. We don't know where we are running. We don't know actually where we are running, where we will hit, where we will do the accident. We don't know. But we are keep on following blind eye. Now time has come. We have to rethink what we are doing and what we want to achieve. Because if our action is not appropriate to the goal, we will not go anywhere. Because we have the target to make India Viksit Bharat in 2047. And Determined India 2025 is one of the bold steps towards Viksit Bharat. And next we can say our Vishwaguru Bharat or multiple, we have the big task like Superpower India, or we can say like Akhand Bharat. So many tasks we have which we have to complete in next coming years. Then every year it will be kind of stepping stones. Every year we have to take some firm steps. Due to 2025, as per Determined India 2025 bold vision, firm steps, we have to take few firm steps related to one nation, one election, one nation, one education system, and third, one nation, one administration. After selection of IAS, leaders will be elected. Due to any kind of person can become leader. But who are selected, they have so many criteria. To become leader, only one criteria is there. Your minimum age should be 25 years and you should be citizen of India. You are capable to fight the election. But to appear for the central exam, Group A officer exam, or All India Services exam, either for defense or either for IAS, IPS, list of constraints are there and list of qualification criteria are there. And becoming selected through All India Service, it's not easy. First filtering out criteria, there only most of the people will be out. They are not able to fulfill the criteria. In first step itself, most of the people will be out. They will not able to fulfill the criteria. Means who are selected through All India Services, either IAS, IPS or other big like through NDA, CDS, you can say so many channels are there. But most of the exam conducted by UPSC. Conducted by UPSC means as a Union Public Service Commission. Means conducted on central level, but after selection, IAS and IPS will be divided in a state cadre. If you might we have some experience to discuss with any of the IAS, IPS, then they will first discuss their identity. Myself this 85 batch UP cadre. Myself this 90 batch Andhra Pradesh cadre. Means their tag has become which cadre they allocated. And once cadre is allocated, you are under the control of that state politics or politician, or we can say chief minister. Means selection at all India level, but control and execution at a state level. That only is creating major demotivation for those people. And they are not able to utilize their talent and whatever they have the expectation for the nation. It will not happen. During their peak service time, many of the movies, many of the serials, they will show all IAS, IPS all are struggling with this system and political system. Because one of the major reason is there, these services are not covered as a one nation, one system. One nation, one system, Indian administrative services should include. One nation, one system, Indian police system should include. And next is our industrial people, means businessmen. Businessmen are struggling. They want to explore their business. They want to increase their business. They want to increase their revenue. They want to remove this boundary of a state. They want to move freely one state to another state to increase their business and transactions. But taxation is one of the problem. If they are sending one of their commercial vehicle, how many state they are entering and how many state they are coming back, that many times they have to pay the tax. How a small businessman can think about that? We have to make unified tax system, one nation, one tax system. Then our proposal is one nation, one election, one nation, one education system, one nation, one administrative system, one nation, one police system, one nation, one tax system. Now these all will improve our administration. Next is our sociology level, means social level. Social level, we have to give one nation, one identity, one nation, one civil law. Like that, many of the times current government is trying to bring UCC. Correct? Means one nation, one civil law. It should not be differentiate between these group of people, this group of people, they will follow different law, they will follow different law. One nation, one civil law. One nation, one identity. One nation, one legal system. Why we are following so many if, but, and so many clauses, so many provisions, so many loopholes in the law, in the legal system? Based on that, all bad people will come out through loopholes and innocent people will be trapped. Then we'll just continue this discussion in next episode, and next episode we'll discuss in detail about one nation, one election in detail. Thank you very much.